Xavi Simons leaves PSG. Neymar Jr.'s father demands 200 million euros from the Parisians. Updates and transfers of Frankie de Jong, Sterling, Rafinha, Jesus, Lukaku and Lewandowski. Without further ado, let's get the show on the pitch. Roma have named Juventus performers who could potentially be included in the deal for Nicolo Zaniolo. Their list includes Arthur Melo, Fabio Miretti and Giacomo Vrioni. Bodo Glimt attacker Ola Solbakken may end up at Napoli. The Azzurri may pay about 2.5 million euros for the footballer's services. Tottenham Hotspur are among favourites to purchase Clement Lenglet, notifies Ekrem Konur. PSG midfielder Marco Verratti was robbed while being on holiday in Ibiza. No one was at home at the time the crime was committed. The police found no signs of forced entry. Romelu Lukaku arrived in Milan yesterday. He has to undergo a medical. After that, his return to the ranks of Inter will be officially confirmed. Mauricio Pochettino no longer wants his redundancy fee from PSG, only an annual salary. According to media reports, the amount reaches up to 6.3 million euros. Ousmane Dembélé chooses between Barcelona and Chelsea. One of these days, he will sound his final decision. Fiorentina agreed to loan Luka Jovic. The Italian side is gonna pay only part of the Serbian striker's salary. Former Real Madrid striker Jose Rodriguez has signed an agreement with MKE Ankara-Gucu. Atletico Madrid are looking for Gianluca Scamacca. Sassuolo hope to receive 45 million euros for their star player. Christian Eriksen can continue his career path in Leicester City. Earlier on, there were reports on Manchester United, Brentford and Tottenham aiming for the 30-year-old midfielder. Sevilla have a desire to resolve all issues regarding the future of Jules Koundé before the pre-season training for the next season kicks off on July 5th. Fenerbahce are open to satisfy the financial demands of Real attacker Mariano Diaz. He was offered a 5 million euros salary. Former Chelsea centre-back Andreas Christensen has said goodbye to the Blues, whom he left as a free agent. He is more likely to end up at Barcelona. A Russian rocket hit the stadium in Mykolaiv. The local club, MFC Mykolaiv, which represented the Ukrainian Second Football League, was using this one as their home stadium. Lazio are targeting Chelsea defender Emerson Palmieri. Inter want to purchase 2 defenders to replace Milan Skriniar. Inter see Gleison Bremer and Nikola Milenkovic as potential candidates. Tottenham offered Steven Bergwijn to Everton as a swap deal for Richarlison, according to The Telegraph. Chelsea are monitoring Alexander Zinchenko. Man City intend to release the Ukrainian right after signing Marco Correa. Luis Alberto fell into the sphere of interests of Sevilla. The Spanish side has made Lazio a bid regarding the midfielder worth 20 million euros. 4 clubs are competing for Marco Asensio: Chelsea, Milan, Juventus and Arsenal. Bayern Munich striker Thomas Müller became the Bavarians' best player in the 2021-22 season. Manchester United doesn't mind selling 5 performers. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Alex Telles, Axel Tuanzebe, Eric Bailly and Anthony Martial have been included in Ten Hag's blacklist. Juventus continues to watch Genoa left-back Andrea Cambiaso. Genoa forward Mattia Destro has joined Empoli. The footballer moved to the team as a free agent and has a 1-year contract with Gli Azzurri. AS Monaco confirmed the recruiting of Takumi Minamino. His contract runs for 4 seasons. The amount of the transfer is not disclosed. Spezia officially parted ways with Thiago Motta. The club is expected to announce the new manager's name soon. Feyenoord and Netherlands midfielder Tyrell Malacia is on the verge of his departure to Manchester United. Real Madrid are considering the candidacy of West Ham midfielder Declan Rice. AS Monaco striker Pietro Pellegrini has decided on a full-fledged deal with Torino. The 21-year-old footballer's contract will last until 2026. According to the local media, the Bull paid 4.5 million euros for the Italian. Palermo are close to complete the move of Juventus striker Matteo Brunori. Serge Barjuan will be replaced by Rafa Marquez as the head coach of Barcelona Athletic. Benfica have announced the signing of a contract with Académica de Coimbra goalkeeper João Felix. Gareth Bale will receive 1.6 million euros a year while performing for Los Angeles FC. Newcastle have agreed on a transfer of Lille defender Sven Botman. The contract is valid for 5 years. The amount of the transfer is not disclosed. Moving on to the main topics of the day. Chelsea are keeping doing their best at strengthening the lineup at the summer transfer window. According to journalist Fabrizio Romano, the pensioners have finalized negotiations on adding Leeds United winger Rafinha to their ranks. Chelsea are claimed to provide about 60 to 65 million pounds for the Brazilian. It must be recalled that Barcelona and Arsenal also had attempted to acquire the footballer several times. Barcelona just can't give up trying to sign Bayern Munich ace Robert Lewandowski, can they? According to Metziki, the Catalans are already preparing yet another proposal for Robert. The source claims that Barcelona are to offer Munich 40 million euros at once and 10 million euros as add-ins. Laporte expects Bayern to accept their proposal. We are also to remind you that according to the majority of insiders, Munich wished to receive 60 million euros for the Pole. Gabriel Jesus successfully passed yesterday's medical and signed a contract with Arsenal. According to Fabrizio Romano, Jesus will be playing at the Red Side of London until June 2027. The Gunners will lay out £45 million to the citizens. The official presentation of the footballer is expected today. Manchester City winger Raheem Sterling could leave his current club during a summer transfer window. Following Nicolas Queiroz insiders, Chelsea from London are considering the 27-year-old Englishman, already agreeing a personal contract with the footballer. Besides, the leadership of the Blues is pretty confident in purchasing the representative of the England national team in the coming days. Raheem himself also insists on landing at Chelsea. According to the BBC, Manchester United have reached an agreement with Barcelona on the transfer of Frankie de Jong. The price tag is about 65 million euros plus add-ins. The Red Devils head coach Erik ten Hag, who had an experience working with his compatriot in Ajax, reportedly hopes to see Frankie on the roster until July 8th, when the squad flies on a pre-season tour in Thailand and Australia. Barcelona continue to raise funds for the summer transfer campaign involving new investments. Blaugrana have decided to sell 10% of their TV rights to the American company 6th Street. According to Axios, the Spanish club will receive about 205 million euros for the sale. Interestingly enough, the Americans already invest more than 300 million euros annually in Real Madrid. New details reciting the possible controversial transfer of Neymar. Neymar's father told PSG that his son should receive his 200 million salary for the remaining contract if they need Juninho to quit. PSG told him that they would be willing to back part of his salary in case the next club could not afford his current salary. Does it mean that the chances of Barcelona and other teams to sign Neymar are slightly improving? Fabrizio Romano informs Xavi Simons joins PSV Eindhoven. It is official. Deal valid until 2027 with a surprising move by PSV and agents. New contract was almost agreed with Paris Saint-Germain with a loan move, and then it collapsed. Verbal agreement broken, and PSG decided to let him leave on a free. What a sensational move! Almost every one of us made a rainbow flick their first trick as a child, but only a few tried to make an advanced version of this feat. We highly recommend you to check out the basics on the rainbow flick to perform it not only in FIFA. In reality, by the way, it looks more effective during the game, as the ball is thrown forward rather than up in the air. It was Football News. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.